Let me ask you something. Dan can shovel a driveway in 30 minutes, and Jay can do the same job in 20 minutes. How long will it take if they work together? Now, before you grab a calculator or try to figure this out with some sort of an equation, let's just kind of slow down here and use some common sense. So, is the answer 25 minutes? Well, to a lot of people, this seems like a reasonable answer. But really, if we think about it carefully here, it doesn't make sense because Jay by himself can do this job in 20 minutes. So how does adding another person to help Jay out make the job increase to 25 minutes, right? So this doesn't make sense. And immediately we know something about the answer here. It has to be less than 20 minutes. Now, if I didn't say anything, a lot of people would have said the answer is 25 minutes. Okay, so how do we actually solve this math problem correctly? Well, there's actually a clean, logical, algebraic way to solve this. And once you see it, these type of work problems become very easy. Now, the first step in solving any math word problem, or any problem at that, is to make sure you actually understand the question. And when it comes to word problems, I'm going to recommend that you use the rule of three, and that is read the problem at least 3 times before you start doing anything, and try to come up with a common sense approach in terms of what you think the answer could be or should be. So in this problem, again, we would expect the final answer to be under 20 minutes. But let's take a look again at the question. So Dan can shovel this driveway in 30 minutes, and Jay can shovel the same driveway in 20 minutes. So how long is this going to take if they work together? Well, there's a couple different ways to think about how to solve this problem, but I am going to use algebra, and I'm going to give you a little formula here. And in algebra, this type of problem would be defined as an algebra work word problem. And if you remember this little formula here, solving these types of problems is going to be very easy. So here is this little formula, and I'm going to explain it right now. So we have two people, all right? So we have Dan and Jay, but work problems can be things that involve people or machines. Like, for example, we have one machine that can clear the driveway in 30 minutes and another machine that can do the same job in 20 minutes. So anytime you have a problem that involves work, whether it's people or machines, and then you want to find out, well, how long will it take if these machines or people work together? Well, just remember this little formula right here. So this is how this works. So the way you're going to figure this out is 1 over t. Now, t is the time that these people or machines work together. So this is what we're looking for. So 1 over the time it takes for these people to work together is equal to 1 over the time it takes one person plus 1 over the time it takes the second person or machine. And this can go on and on and on. All right, so I think this is a little bit confusing all by itself. So the best way to really understand this formula is to apply it. So let's go to the problem and start kind of identifying the things that we need to use in order to solve this problem. So we're looking for the time it takes for them to work together. So we're looking for this variable t in this formula right here. So what we need to do here is identify the times for each people. And when you're solving a problem like this, you want to kind of delineate, you want to write out each step. All right, so Dan takes 30 minutes to clear the driveway or shovel the driveway, and Jay takes 20 minutes. So we'll call Dan's time P1, and we'll call Jay's time P2. All right, so now the next step is to plug this into the formula and solve the equation. So once again, here is our algebra work formula. So it's 1 over t, and again, t is what we're looking for. This is the time, the combined time, if these two people work together. All right, so we're solving for t, but we know P1 and P2. These are the respective times of Dan and Jay. Again, we kind of already listed this out. So Dan's time is 30 minutes and Jay's time, is 20 minutes. So we're going to plug in 30 for P1 and 20 for P2. So now we have this equation or formula. 1 over t is equal to 1 over 30 plus 1 over 20. Okay, so from this point forward, all we have to do is solve this algebraic equation. And we're talking about something called a rational equation. So let's get into the algebra right now. So 1 over t is equal to 1 over 30 plus 1 over 20. Now, the easiest way to solve this type of equation is to multiply the entire thing by the lowest common denominator. But really, we're just looking at these numbers right here. So that's 30 and 20. So the LCD of these two numbers right here is 60. So we're just trying to kind of clean up some of these fractions here. So technically, the lowest common denominator would be a 60t, but we're just going to use a 60 here just to kind of clean up some of these fractions. Okay, so let's multiply both the left and right hand side by 60. So 60 times 1 over t, that's the first thing that we're going to do. Then we're going to take this 60 and multiply by 1 over 30, and then 60 times 1 over 20. So let's go ahead and do those steps right now. So 60 times 1 over t, so this is 60 over 1. We're multiplying fractions. So 60 times 1 is 60, 1 times t is t. So our first step here is going to yield 60 over t. All right, so now we're going to take this 60 over 1, or 60, and multiply by 1 over 30. So we're going to end up with 60 over 30. Of course, that is 2. And then 60 times 1 over 20, or 60 over 1 times 1 over 20, is 3, right? We'll end up with 60 over 20. So we're down to 60 over t is equal to 2 plus 3. Okay, so now let's go ahead and clean this up. And this is not that difficult, but again, if you don't know the algebra here or how to solve rational equations, this is going to be confusing. All right, so 60 over t is equal to 2 plus 3. Of course, that is 5. So what we want to do here is think of this as a proportion. So we want to think of 5 as a fraction. So we'll just put it over 1. So in mathematics, a proportion is two equal fractions. So for example, if I have the fraction 1/2, a fraction that is equivalent to 1/2 would be, for example, 3 over 6. But anytime you have two fractions that are equal, and here we have a fraction, and we're saying it's equal to this fraction right here. So like this example, right? So this is a proportion, but the main thing that you want to remember is that the cross products are equal. So 2 times 3 is what? Well, that is 6, and 1 times 6 is 6. So when you have a proportion, you always want to use the cross product to solve a proportion equation. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and simply cross multiply. So we're going to end up with 5 times t, which is 5t, and 60 times 1, which of course is 60. So let me go ahead and show you those steps right now. Okay, now this is not the only way to solve this problem, but I think this is the easiest way. So 5 times t is 5t, 60 times 1 is 60. So now to solve for t, all we have to do is divide both sides of the equation by 5. So 60 divided by 5 is 12. So t is equal to 12. And remember, our units of measure are in minutes, so the correct answer is 12 minutes. Now, if you got this right, that is outstanding. You definitely deserve a nice, happy face. And again, I'm using algebra to figure this out. But a lot of you out there probably got the right answer and used another technique or another approach, and that is perfectly fine. But I can tell you that work problems get quite involved, and you definitely want to be familiar with this formula and how to use it. But hopefully this little video helped you out, and if that's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you need help with algebra word problems, check out my algebra courses and my other math courses. You can find links to those in the description of this video. All right, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.